Hi, folks. I wanted to do a little talk about something that's been like bugging me for a while. It's all this talk about everybody's potential. Um, yeah, everybody's got potential. That's nice. They've been telling everybody that since they were little kids. Oh, you have so much potential. Well, okay, potential's nice, and everybody has some. But it doesn't mean spit when you compare it to actual drive and determination. It doesn't matter how much potential you have. If you don't do a dang thing with it, then it might as well be just a pile of spit, a collection of loogies or some shit. It's not going to get you where you need to go. We saw this, um, I learned this as I grew up. We had all these misconceptions when we were growing up as kids in school about how everybody was going to do, and we just assumed that the kids that were successful in school would be successful in the real world. Okay, the two are not related at all. The the kids that really excelled were the ones that had drive, and not drive to be good in school, but drive to do the stuff that they actually wanted to do in lives. When they when we all turned 18 and got out of school, and some went on to college, and some went right to work, and some screwed off, some went actually gallivanting around the country, you know, go experience the world thing. Um, and that was cool, to each his own. Everybody do what they want to do. But now that I'm in my 50s, I'm looking back and I'm seeing where everybody ended up. And I remember when I was a kid, we had these ideas about where everybody was going to end up. And boy, potential didn't have anything to do with it. It all came down to drive. The boys and girls with the drive to do certain things, whatever they wanted to do, the ones that had the drive to do it were the ones that did it. There were girls that wanted to be professionals and they went off and pursued that and became professionals. There were girls that wanted to be school teachers and they went off and became school teachers and they did the stuff that they wanted to do, on their own. It wasn't that they were really pushed by society or their parents. No, no, that's what they wanted to do, and they went out and showed the initiative and did it. Me, I was into cars. I pursued that. I went and I pursued that hard. It wasn't that I had a lot more potential than everybody else. I did have potential just like everybody else. The difference was I pursued it. Well, other guys just got the job and went in every day and called themselves the same thing that I was. I was the one that went and looked up all the fuel injection manuals and found out how all the different fuel injections worked and found out how suspension geometry worked and found out how high performance motors were built and found out about machining and fabricating and all the stuff related to what I was pursuing. The other guys that just went in and punched the clock, they never really advanced as technicians. The difference was the drive. They went there for a job and I went there for a career. And I did it until my back got screwed up. And I'm still tinkering around with stuff, in my 50s. Now I get to pick and choose what I want to do, so I'm not doing so much stupid shit for money. I'm kind of doing stuff that I don't think is stupid, and I don't care about the money that much. I'm over that. It's not that important to me. That I'm more important. I have a priority. I have other priorities besides just money. Um, Not saying it's not a priority, but it's not the highest priority. And that goes back to the drive thing. To get to that position, you gotta show the drive to get there to that destination. Without the drive, you're not going to arrive at the destination you're thinking you'd like to go to unless you're willing to put in the effort. And it's not just one day of effort. The best things take years of effort to pursue to get to a position where you might be able to do that. Um, it's all a big, it's all a big gamble, and the winners, you're always going to find that the winners put in the work to actually make it happen, to be in a position to take the shot and make the shot and come out on top on the other side. So I don't want to hear any more about any of y'all's potential, whether you're 6 or 16 or 65. I don't want to hear about your potential. I want to see the results, because that's where you're going to leave your mark. You're going to leave your mark by your actions. That's how we'll tell who's who and what's what. That's why they play the game. You know, you're going to have to go out there and actually execute and do the winning moves to win the game or get what you want or achieve your goals. There's no, you're not going to get handed anything. Everybody who expects everything to be handed to them is going to end up getting handed a big pile of bullshit, because that's what's available for no effort. If you want the really good thing, you want the really good prizes, you're going to have to go out and earn the good things, because nobody's going to hand you the golden ticket. For most people, the potential's there. You could be something. Maybe you couldn't follow in my shoes because you didn't have that kind of potential, but you got some kind of potential. And it doesn't matter without the drive. You could have zero potential, but a whole ton of drive. Chances are you're going to come out on top. You're going to go where you're going to go goes by the effort. I know a bunch of people that have been trying every harebrained, cockamamie scheme, or not scheme, but every harebrained idea they could come up with. Some of them are pretty good, some of them weren't so good, but you know what? At least those guys went out and tried it. The people that get these like fantastical ideas, oh, I got this idea that's going to change the whole world. Okay, what'd you do with it? Nothing. Well, then blow me. Doesn't mean spit. Turns out I'm doing this inventor thing. I like doing that. I like creating new stuff. So I started on this inventor thing a long time ago. Figuring out how to get paid on it's a whole different animal than actually inventing it. I got a lot further ahead on this because I actually put the effort into it, invent it. But as far as getting paid, that's a whole different game that's not really my thing, but I'm working on it. I'll figure that part of it out too, and I'm going to do what it takes to make that happen. I've already done a lot of stuff to that goal, and it's already brought results. I wouldn't have the results that I have without the effort. The idea was great from the start, but there was a giant pile of effort between when I thought it up and when I got paid for it. Okay, that's a lot of ground to cover, and all of it requires effort, diligence, focus. These are the qualities that you should look for. This whole bullshit story about your potential, that's something that the school teachers and your parents told you to like blow sunshine up your ass. Okay, now that I'm not, now that you're in a different situation and I'm not your daddy, well, let me clue you in here like a mentor. Fuck your potential. Show me what you're doing. Show me what you did. Show me the shit you finished. And here's the real key part of it. Did you do the stuff that mattered? And then now here's where I get into my fucking rant. There's a lot of stuff that you could do in any given day. What's the important? You got to set your priorities straight. Is your priority to see how many you can rub out in a day? Because, big fucking whoop-de-doo, that's not going to leave a mark on this world other than a mess in your room. What you want is, you want to rest on your accomplishments. If instead of telling me about your potential, tell me about the stuff that you actually did. Tell me about the times you won, the times you overcame, the times you succeeded, finished a project, got stuff done. Here's my list of accomplishments. Not here's my list of things I should have done, or I could have done, or might have done if I hadn't been such a piece of shit. Okay, I don't want to hear about all this potential stuff. I want to hear about the actual stuff you did, the goals and accomplishments that you've achieved. That's what's going to set, that's how we're going to judge everybody at the end. You know, did you do something with your life? Well, you know, if you don't got anything to show for it, then you didn't do anything with your life. I mean, you just sat around and, you know, just twisted in the wind. Um, who's Forget about the potential. Show me the effort. Show me the results. Effort without results, you know, that's just more wasted time. Um, what what we're really going to judge success by is the great results that you got. You know, we celebrate the winners because they got the result, they got the trophy, they got the ribbon, they got the prize for doing it better than everybody else. Um, that's why it's celebrated, because you don't get, you don't get a trophy for showing up. You got to actually, you get the trophy for doing it better. Let's see the results. Tell me about the results. I know some like really, really smart people that they went their whole life without, they got nothing to show for it. They didn't leave even the tiniest mark that they were here. I mean, fuck the potential. Show me the results. Anyway, that's enough of a rant for today. I'm going to start doing more of these rants again because I like doing them. All right, take it easy, folks. If you like this content, hit like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'll keep doing more of these things. Thanks. Bye.